Pro boxing fans have converged in Riyadh, and I'm here with Johnny Nelson. The atmosphere is electric, especially with the stunning backdrop of planes and restaurants on a runway. It's a unique setup that you wouldn't find anywhere else. It's clear that when it comes to fight week, Saudi Arabia goes all out. We're here for the highly anticipated rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. Johnny, talk to me about this fight. How challenging is it for a fighter to bounce back after losing to the same opponent? Tyson Fury has a lot of soul-searching to do following his first loss to Usyk. He feels like he mugged himself off. He knows he didn't perform to his best ability. Yesterday, he even mentioned that he can't afford to have egg on his face again. That's a sign that the loss has weighed heavily on him. It's not just about the defeat, it's about how it affected his pride. He underestimated Usyk, treating him as he would any other opponent, and that backfired. Fury's comments indicate he's aware of the stakes. Do you think he's in a more focused state of mind for this rematch? I like this quieter, more focused version of Tyson. He's a talented boxer, but sometimes he plays too much with his abilities. In this fight, he seems determined to check every box. He knows he must face Usyk with the right mentality. If he loses, it has to be because he was beaten by a better boxer, not because he didn't prepare properly. Fury stated in a recent interview that he plans to end Usyk's career. Do you believe this fight could lead to retirement for either fighter? It depends on how the fight goes. If it's a devastating loss, especially for Fury, that could push him to reconsider his future. However, if it's close, like a mirror image of the first fight, then I doubt either will retire. For Usyk, he's mentioned dropping down to cruiserweight if he wins. He knows how to control his career, so that's a possibility. Tony Bellew mentioned that Fury cannot afford to let Usyk bully him again. Do you think Usyk's energy was a factor in their first fight? Absolutely. During their first encounter, it wasn't just physical bullying, it was psychological. Fury showed vulnerability that we hadn't seen before. There were moments when his legs looked gone, and that made it seem like he was being bullied. The fight was closely matched, but Usyk approached it with a professional mindset that Fury didn't match initially. What do you think about Fury's mindset this time? Has anything changed in his approach? Tyson has had a different attitude leading up to this fight. He's not playing the fool or engaging in antics. He seems to be taking this seriously. He understands that he can't treat Usyk like he has other opponents. If he doesn't respect Usyk as a fellow elite fighter, he risks losing again. Switching gears, let's touch on the upcoming fight between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. What do you expect from that matchup? It's going to be an interesting fight. Dubois is on an upward trajectory, confidence-wise. He's a strong young fighter, and while Parker has excellent technical skills, I think Dubois' unique style might give him the upper hand. Parker is a good survivor, so I'd be surprised if he lost by knockout, but he might get hurt along the way. There are talks of Anthony Joshua waiting for the outcome of this fight to decide his next move, potentially facing Fury next summer. Is that too long for Joshua to wait? Not at all. Joshua needs to be strategic about his next move. If he's going to box on, it makes sense for him to wait for the biggest payday against Fury rather than risk another loss against a less lucrative opponent. The purse for a Fury fight is always going to be substantial, so waiting it out is a wise choice for him. As we conclude, what's your final take on the rematch between Fury and Usyk? This fight is pivotal for both men. Fury needs to show his learn from his mistakes, while Usyk must prove he can replicate his success. The stakes are incredibly high, and I'm eager to see how both fighters adapt. This is a clash of elite talent, and it's sure to be a memorable night for boxing fans. Thank you, Johnny, for your insights. It's always a pleasure to hear your perspective. Enjoy the fight night. Thanks. I'm looking forward to it.